How you store your food at home is one of the common reasons why it ends up becoming waste. Well, sometimes we don't know how to store it properly. We haven't, we think it should go in the fridge or it should go in the cupboard, and we haven't probably experimented with, if I put that in the fridge, will it last longer?
This is Mark. This is John.
Hey John, how you doing?
Mark, how
Good
are
to meet
you?
you. Good to see you now.
Nice to see you.
Excellent. And yeah,
This is our dry press.
your dry press. Okay. Well, I suppose the first thing really is to kind of go through your presses on a regular basis, okay, and your freezer and your fridge. You have plenty of scope here to make leftover dishes, I would say, for the next 2 months. Make a list of what's in your fridge, freezer and presses and have it visible in the kitchen. I think that's the first thing, because otherwise you just don't know what's there. So all the convenience sauces at the back here. We have a curry, and I saw a kind of sweet and sour sauce in there. These should be used. If you have them in there, make sure you're using them for your leftovers. Okay, so things like leftover chicken, turkey, etc. Throw it into this, and you've got a meal in minutes. Soup, would that kind of be lunch? Would the kids be having that for lunch?
It's so convenient if the kids or if they get hungry, if they need a snack.
And you ever make your own soups? Great way of using up your food waste, okay? Or your vegetables that are going off in the fridge, they're looking a little bit sweaty. And if you make a good batch of soups, you freeze them. In freezer bags, they can be reheated from frozen. Now, one thing I'd say on storage in your fridge, just as soon as I open the fridge, I've seen, vegetables in the plastic, okay? That's actually not great. The vegetables tend to sweat, and even with the carrots here, you can see the moisture in the bags, okay? And that means your carrots are gonna go off quicker. So,
in the bags?
In the bags, yeah. So like when I worked in the industry, for instance, as soon as the food came into the kitchens, it was opened and put into containers, okay? Just into the boxes that you have here. Loads of turkey. That there is 2-3 meals. Now, you don't have to use that the following day, okay? People get very hung up with, they have leftovers and they throw them in the bin 1 or 2 days later. That will last 3 days in your fridge. So I see you're freezing bread, which is great, yeah. When you're gonna freeze bread, take it out of the bag, out of the wrapper, okay? And wrap it up either in cling film and in individual slices or 2 slices, or pop into a freezer bag, in 2 or 3 slices together. Because then you can just take it out of your freezer and you can toast it in the mornings, okay? Once you've got that, it's very hard to open that bread and take out individual slices. Now, would you be fussy with your use-by dates for things like chicken?
We probably would be fussy, yeah.
Would you?
Yeah.
When you've got use-by dates the 29th, the first thing I would do is freeze it on the 29th, because it's fine, okay? It's fine to freeze stuff on its use-by date. You don't want to freeze it 2 or 3 days later.
Most houses now have a lot of storage space. So we store things, we don't really have a system. You go into a shop and you know where the pasta is, you know where the fruit and veg are, you know where everything is. We don't sort of apply that in our own households. Then we have fridges, which are usually quite big, freezers, which can be black holes. Food can go in there and be forgotten about. I think even putting things like whiteboards up on your fridge with leftover foods or foods that you need to use before the end of the week. It's one small thing, it doesn't take a lot of time, it's right there, it's visual, and that means that people will use what they have. You get value for what you're purchasing. That's what it's all about, and don't throw it out because it's going to cost you money all year long.